y'all, welcome to my channel. It's my first video ever. So I asked you guys on Instagram to give me some questions for a little Q&A. So I'm gonna be answering you guys' questions while I do my makeup. So let's get right into it. Alright y'all, let's get started on this beat. First we're gonna start off with primer before I answer these first few questions. I actually use two primers. I use this one, the Poreless Putty Primer. Okay, so the next primer I use is the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. This is the best thing ever. I've been using this for so long and it has like never disappointed. But this primer is like, every time I'm done using it, like always like bro, this will have your makeup on for hours. Alright, so I'm gonna start answering these first few questions while I'm putting on my foundation. This is the foundation that I used to always use, but I recently just got into the L'Oreal Infallible Wear. This is the Milani one, but I actually mix them together because like I just like this the shade it gives me. I use a brush to blend out my foundation because I just never liked using a beauty blender. I used to do it, but it would just like make my base come out like so ugly. So the first few questions that I picked out were pretty like basic, like my age, where I'm from. So I am 18 years old. I turned 18 April 23rd, and I'm a Taurus baby. You know Taurus are the best. If you're not blending into your neck, I don't know what to tell you. So where I'm from, I live in Maryland. I've lived here my whole life, and my mom, she's from Honduras, and my dad's from El Salvador. I've never been to Honduras, but I have been to El Salvador once when I was like 4 or 5. But like I remember it like vividly, but I haven't been besides then. But yeah, that's where I'm from. I like adding a little bit of the e.l.f. Halo Glow just so my makeup looks shiny. I just get a beauty blender and spray it with setting spray so it could be like damp. So the next question was, how was my high school experience? I went to 4 different high schools. It was a different high school every year. It wasn't that bad. I wasn't like affected by it. The reason why I like being like in different environments and around different people. So that's the reason why I transferred from my first school to my second. But from my second to my third, it's because I moved. I don't know, I can never stay in one place for too long. I feel like I get bored, but I really just did not like school. My first 2 years of high school I did cheer, but other than that, my high school experience was okay. It was decent. It wasn't like the ideal high school experience, but I passed. I graduated. All right, next to concealer. This is literally my heart in a little bottle. Like I love this. It's the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade light beige. This is my favorite. I've had this for a while. It's lasted me so long. I'm surprised. All right, the next question is, what is something you're most proud of? Moving on to contour. This is the e.l.f. As you can tell, I love e.l.f. like real bad. To answer that question, oh, and I let my concealer just sit while I'm like doing my contour. One thing I'm really proud of is getting my car that I have right now and the way I got it. Long story short, basically I had a car before, but it was my sister's old car that she just like passed down to me, and I was driving it for a while. This was the end of last year, so basically like almost a year ago, in like 2 months or in a month. I spray my face with my setting spray before I blend all of this in. My little fan. So one day I ended up crashing the car and it got totaled, and yeah, it was really bad. And so the time that I crashed was, it was around like 5 in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning. That same day, like after I woke up from like crashing that car, I went to the dealership with my sister and I bought a 2023 Toyota Camry, and this was last year, y'all. So I'm buying a brand, and it was brand new, like brand new. So I'm buying a brand new 2023 Camry literally at 8 p.m. that day. Like the day that I crashed at 5 a.m. and then I ended up buying a new car by the end of that same day. Like literally all the money I had saved went to the down payment for that car. But yeah, literally the same day I crashed, like I ended up buying a new car, which is so crazy to me. And I'm like genuinely so proud of that, because I really only had the help of my sister. I was only 17. I wasn't even 18 yet. I just turned 18 this year, and I had gotten this car last year. So I got my own car all on my own at 17. Someone asked me how you get your hair so damn long. I swear by this. Like, oh my god, ignore my nails. I did them like a while ago, took off the color like today, and I need to like fill them in. But this, I'm telling you, your hair will grow. Like, it will grow. And this, it's like the styling cream. Your hair will grow. I promise you. So I used to blend out my concealer with a brush, but I actually like doing it with the beauty blender better. Bring it up so it like, you know, just like blend it in. So I use the Huda Beauty powder, and then I just use a little powder puff thingy, and then I like tap off the excess powder. But let me make sure there's no creases in my eyes. I got a couple questions about like, how is your past relationships? Or I also got another one that asked, what was your like most toxic relationship? If I'm being like 100% honest, I've only really had like one, like I only really consider like one relationship that I've ever had, but it was so long ago. Like it was like my longest relationship, so that's why I count it as like the only relationship I've really like been in. When I was in that one relationship, bro, I was like, what, 15, 14? I don't know, y'all. I feel like that was so long ago, like I really don't count it. But other than that, I like really haven't had a boyfriend like that, due to the fact that I just do not want one. It's not even that I don't want one, it's just like nobody really shows me enough to be my boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the type to settle for like anything. So once I see that you are just like not meeting my expectations, then I just like, you know. And I really like haven't had anything toxic either, thank God, because I don't play none of that. Like, I'm about to warm up my face with this bronzer. I had this for so long, clearly. Yeah, I never really had anything toxic. I feel like the only like toxic thing that, like, I'm not even gonna say a man, a boy has like tried to like do or like say to me, but they would just really be like insecure. Like, you can't try to talk to a pretty girl and not like be able to handle one. Like the guys I used to talk to, that was their problem, because they would try to control what I do, And like, no, you are not my father. Like, I'm not about to listen to anything you tell me. There has been some like situationships that I've had. I don't know, I've been getting treated like really good. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel like it's just because I can see who is trying to play with me and who's not, and I like avoid the ones who I see are trying to. So I feel like I just always end up with like guys who just have like really good intentions. I've never got played with, so, cause God knows. God knows. So no, I'm not even crazy like that, but I just don't attract that energy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I've gotten done dirty like real bad like once. But other than that, like, I feel like I really just attract like really like chill men. And like, if I see that they're trying to play with me, you're just getting cut off. I always told myself that I was gonna wait until I'm 18 to get in a real relationship. But like, you just have to let it come to you for real. Like, you can't really go out looking for it. All right, I'm just blending my bronzer into my eyelid. My MacBook just died, so there's gonna be no more music in the background. I get my powder again after I do this. I just hit my elbows so hard. I don't really bake, but like kind of. I would just like start carving out everything that I just did. My nose. So the next question was, how did you feel moving out for the first time to your own house? If you know, you know, like the people who really know me or like know of me. I had my own place for a while. Well, I was living with my sister. I probably wouldn't get into like too much detail about it on here or like anywhere on social media, but it wasn't like something we willingly did, like to be living on our own. I was still 17 at the time. I think it was June that we moved out. So I recently like just came and started living with my mom again and with like my siblings and everything. And yeah, so it was just like something that happened like very unexpectedly. This is the blush I use. It's from Essence, but it broke. So we're just gonna use it like this. And then I just use like a random, where's this from? I don't know. This is the brush I use. But anyways, it was so fun living on my own. Well, like with my sister, it was the most fun thing ever. Like, I threw like 3-4 parties, threw like a Halloween party. I threw a party for me and my friends for our birthday. Like, we just did so much in that house. I know people have like memories there. Hopefully they're all good ones, because I'm not gonna lie, I've had some crazy nights at that house. Living in that situation with just me and my sister in the beginning, it was really like an eye-opener, because it was like, damn, I'm like providing for myself right now. Like, luckily I was blessed enough to like have my own car and have a job, you know. It's making me want my own place again so bad, but I'm not in a rush for that. Like, I just need to take my time. All it really is grinding and hustling and working for what you want. I'm basically done with like my base. All I need to do is highlight and all the little things. Setting spray I use, by the way. I literally just got this. Before I was using the Charlotte Tilbury one and the Urban Decay. Never do anything to my brows. They're so dark, and like if I were to color them in or anything, like they would just be way too dark. But tell me why I went to go get my eyebrows done, literally the same place I always go to. Tell me why Shawty took off like the end of this eyebrow. Like, you see how like short this one is compared to this one? What in your right mind? Like, the way I was so mad, like I wanted to cry. So I've just been like making an end. But yeah, that's literally all I've been doing. It's just filling in the end. Also, the last question while I do like all the little things is really just my mascara, my lips, and highlight. So what's your best quote to live by? I always say like, we're all gonna die anyways. Like, it's not even a quote, but I just be saying that all the time. Like, we're all gonna die anyways, so just do it. Or, well, why does it matter? Like, we're all gonna die. Nobody's gonna remember anything. Like, just do what makes you happy. There's another one I go by too. I actually have it like tattooed on my back. It's like part of a Bible verse, but it says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Way to just live your life. I didn't even tell y'all what highlighter that was. Oh my god. This is the Physicians Formula, the Diamond Dust. Hold on, ew. Don't look at my nails. This is so pretty. Like, y'all, what? Oh my gosh. Focus. Thank you very much. This is the telescopic mascara. I've had this for so long. What the hell? You know what? I'm not even about to use that. I'm about to use the Better Than Sex mascara. I just put it under on my lower lashes. That quote, I feel like that quote really helps me a lot, because there's no reason to trip over things that like you literally have no control of. Yeah, you really just have to if you force things, like I feel like it never goes well. So if there's something you can't control or it's out of your hands, let it be out of your hands. Like, life really just goes on, and sometimes this mascara is really testing my patience. It's good to take life serious, but not too serious. Like, come on now. Like, we're only here for a limited amount of time, and you don't want to spend 95% of it like not happy and not putting yourself first, and just like being miserable your whole life. Like, you just have to find light in everything negative. Like, for real. Like, if something doesn't go your way, maybe it was for a reason. Maybe that thing wasn't meant for you. Maybe your path is to, you know, if you didn't get that job, well, maybe that job isn't meant for you. Maybe this other job opportunity is coming your way, and that's why you didn't get that job. So many negative things are like going on in the world, so might as well just, you know, be happy while you're here. This is my last question that I'm gonna be answering while I do my lips. Actually, I'm gonna do a black waterline, because low-key I should probably curl my lashes. The way I do my lashes, I use strips from like Shein or like Temu, but mainly Shein. I get them from Shein, and I cut them into sections and just put it under my lashes. They're actually like two different lashes stacked on each other. I got so many questions on, like, people asking like, oh, what's your type, or how can somebody like be able to talk to you, or like just questions like that. It was so many of them. I can't talk while doing this. I feel like I'm gonna stab my eye out. That's done. Let me do my lips while I answer these questions that everybody wanted to know. Apparently, I'm using the NYX liner in Mason. I don't really like have a type. It's just like, if you're attractive, you're attractive. I feel like I prefer if someone's like my skin color or like darker than me, but like I said, I don't discriminate. Looks like obviously play a big part, but I like guys who are like, they have their shit together. Like, I don't know, I feel like that'll attract me so much more to you, because I know like you're not a bum. I can't be with bums, I'm sorry. And you have to be funny. Like, if you're not gonna make me laugh, I cannot be with you. And someone who loves food, oh my god. I'm such a foodie. The lip gloss I'm going to be using, it's the NYX Lingerie Gloss. I love this. I have like 3 or 4 of them, and they're all like, this was my most fullest one. All my other ones are like right here, and I just refuse to finish them. I like literally have been like saving these for myself. They're so good. It just gives like a really like it just looks so good, especially in light. Like, you see that? All right, y'all, so this is the finished look. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Make sure you like this video and comment any ideas you have for me to do. Make sure you subscribe as well and follow on my socials. All right, thank y'all for tapping into my first video. I will see you next time.